The mean is 67.5 and the median is also 67.5. But we do not stop here, because every time you read a news headline with a statistic, someone might be lying to you. And the scary part is they're using maths to do it. We live in a world controlled by numbers, polls, statistics, algorithm, charts. And because numbers look scientific, we assume that they're automatically true. Welcome to the A to Z of how to think in mathematics. I am Rose Danjuma, and this is the School of Mathematics Nigeria. Last week we talked about abstraction. That's the letter A. We talked about how mathematicians strip away the story to find the math. If you'd like to catch up after this video, you can just click the link and you'll find it somewhere. Today, we're talking about letter B, which is bias in data. This one is going to change how you read everything. Now you may ask, what is bias in data? This is when the numbers you're looking at do not tell the full story, either because of how they were collected, who collected them, and what was left out on purpose. Here is a real example so that you can relate. Let's say that a school announces that their students have an average score of 75% in math. That sounds great, right? But what if I told you that only the top 20 students sat for that exam? The remaining 80 students were in the house. They didn't sit for the exams. The average is technically correct, but the data is biased. Imagine you ask, do students enjoy maths? But you only interview the top performing students. Your results will not represent reality because we have other students who were not interviewed. Now I want you to see how this happens everywhere. In politics, the news headlines, in advertising, even in the health statistics. Someone says our product works for 9 out of 10 people, but only 10 people use the product. That is bias. That is bias, okay? Now here's why this matters for you during your WAEC, JAM, or math exams. Statistics is a full module in your math exams. And the most common mistakes students make are not the calculation error, it's interpretation error. You will have to know how to interpret correctly when dealing with statistics. Now let's solve a past question real quick. The question says, the table below shows scores of 10 students in a mathematics test, okay? So we have score 45, 50, 55, 60, 65, 70, 75, 80, 85, 90. Now we're asked to find the mean, median, and mode. A student claims the class performed excellently because the mean is high. So we want to check if this claim is true. So we're trying to interpret whatever we get, not just get answers, okay? Now, how do we find the mean? The mean is same as your average. So we get the mean by summing up the values. So after we sum up those numbers, we are going to get 675 all divided by 10, which gives us 67.5. So our mean becomes 67.5. How do we get the median? Our values are already in ascending order, so we're going to check for the middle number. We have 10 numbers, right? So we do not have a middle number when it comes to having 10 digits. How do we check that? 1, 2, 3, 4. So we have two middle numbers. So those two middle numbers, we're going to sum them up and divide by 2. So we're going to have 65 plus 70 divided by 2. If we had just one middle number, that would have been our median. But right now we have two middle numbers. So 65 plus 70 gives us 135 divided by 2. Now this gives us what? 67.5. Now, what is the mode, which is the last question? We do not have a mode because mode is the number that occurs more or most, right? So in this case, they all appear once. We have our mean to be 67.5. We have our median to be 67.5. Our mode, there is no mode because every number appeared once, okay? They all appeared once. If we had maybe 65 appearing 2 times or 3 times, that would have been the mode because it appears more than every other digit. But right now, they all have the same number of occurrence. So there is no mode. But right now we can see that the mean is 67.5 and the median is also 67.5. But we do not stop here because the question is asking if the claim is valid. A student claims the class performed excellently well. How do we know? From the question we just solved, we got the mean to be 67.5 out of 100. Can we say that is excellent? Oh well, it depends. If the pass mark is 50, it is indeed excellent. But if the school expected 80 and above, it's absolutely not excellent. The number alone does not tell you whether the performance was good or not. The context matters. That is bias awareness. So take note, this is what most examiners test, not your calculations. Of course, your calculations should be right, but can you think about what the answer means? Now, if you want to master every statistic topic for WAEC and JAM, not just calculate, but actually understand it, we have 50 structured video lessons on our platform. The link is in the description box or on your screen. So the next time you see statistics on your phone, Instagram, TikTok, the news, anywhere at all, ask yourself these 3 questions. Who collected this data? How many people were included? What might they have left out? Very important. Now, here are 3 habits that protect you from misleading data. 1. Look at the source. Where did the information come from? 2. Examine the sample. Who was included and who was excluded? 3. Question the presentation. Could the graph be misleading, or could the graph be exaggerating something? These small questions can completely change your understanding. Now note that bias in data is not just a mathematics topic, it's a life skill that everyone should have. And now you have it. Next week, we're doing the letter C, calculus. Not just the calculation as you know, but the concept. And I'm going to show you that calculus is not scary. Of course, you need constant practice, but it's not scary. It's just a mathematics of change, and change is everywhere. As you know, change is constant. Now, I need you to do one thing, one favor. If you learned something today, I need you to share this video with someone who believes everything they read online. Click on the subscribe button so you do not miss the rest of the series. Leave a comment or what you think that we left out. Leave a comment answering this question for you. You can also join our WhatsApp community. The link is in the bio, where you get free PDFs. We do free live sessions bi-weekly, and you get to connect with other students from around the world. As always, I cannot wait to hear your success story. Until next time.